and
Good morning.
Interested persons should apply. Call
We are very grateful to you for making it to the first Agribusiness Training Program of Heritage Christian College, organized by the Center for Professional Studies. My name is Conrad Kakraba. I'm the Director of Media and Public Affairs at the university, and I'll be the moderator for the opening ceremony. Let's be on our feet and then take a word of prayer. Father, thank you very much for an opportunity to come together and have a training on agribusiness. We thank you for your grace and your mercies that you have granted to all the participants from far and near who have come here today for this exercise. We ask for your grace and your wisdom for all those who are going to facilitate the session. And we pray also for the participants that you grant them understanding so that they may be able to pick nuggets from this to help them in their businesses. We ask all these in the name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Amen. Let's take our seats. All right. So I'd like to introduce the Vice President and Provost of the university. He's in the person of Professor Williams Atulik. Yeah. And then the Director of our Center for Professional Studies. He is in the person of Mr. Kweku Edu Niyama. Yeah. All right. So, without much ado, I would like to welcome the Provost to give us a welcome address.
Thank you very much, Conrad, and the two professors from UCC who will be facilitating the program. Very happy to have you. They will be introduced at the right time, but it is without any argument that agribusiness in this country, if taken seriously, will bring huge transformation to our lives. God has been so gracious to us. We are very much endowed with a lot of huge potential in agri, except that we haven't exploited it to, we haven't done much in getting agri to give us what it should give us. The land is so fertile, different kinds of crops, animals, and the little we do is on a very small scale, a lot of peasant farming. We haven't really ventured into commercial farming, but that's the foundation of our survival. And so we are very excited to partner with the University of Cape Coast, specifically the Department of Agricultural Science, in providing hands-on practical training to individuals who are interested in taking agribusiness seriously. We are very passionate about it. In fact, we have encouraged our students to take agribusiness very seriously. And a lot of them who have come up with business ideas has tended to focus more on agribusiness. Poultry, piggery, aqua farming, snail rearing, and some of them are doing these businesses. And we think that the skill, having real hands-on practical skills to do this better is very, very important. And that's the reason why we reached out to the University of Cape Coast, who have a lot of expertise and resources to partner with us and to provide hands-on practical training to people who want to take agribusiness seriously. So we are excited to have the first group. Everything first is always a challenge, but this is an exciting opportunity, and I want to thank the first group of participants for signing up for the program. You haven't made a wrong decision. This is an exciting step you have taken, and you are in very good hands. People who are not only very well educated in the science of agriculture, but who themselves are practitioners. And so they are going to share with you practical things that you need to do to enhance the various businesses that you do. And once you sign up with us, we will not leave you just after this training. We will follow up with you and see what we can. We have a business incubator, the Center for Entrepreneurship, Philanthropy, and Ethics, which is interested in nurturing businesses to grow and to help point you to opportunities that you can access to finance your businesses. So we are happy for you coming, and we look forward to working with you throughout the journey beyond this training to ensure that your businesses are firmly established. And we want to thank the two professors from, I want them to be introduced properly at a later stage, but we want to appreciate you for traveling all the way from University of Cape Coast to come and deliver, this training. And there are other ones that will be scheduling in the months ahead. And for those who are here and those who are not here who may be listening, we want you all to take advantage of this training and update your skills. So we have a lot of people sitting home unemployed and waiting to be employed. The surest way to get yourself out of poverty is to dirty your hands on the ground. And this is what this training is all about. We go onto the ground. God created nature and entrusted it to our care and said we should subdue it. And we should live on the things that He has created. But we need to sharpen our skills so we can do it properly and use that one to help Mother Ghana. So I will want, on behalf of the President, to welcome all of you to this training and to wish you a happy session of learning. It's a whole week session. Feel free to let administration know if there are any issues that you think need to be resolved. But as I said, you are not done after the 1 week. We will follow up with you, and things that we will need our resource persons from the University of Cape Coast to help us resolve. We'll still call upon them, and they will gladly avail themselves to help you do your business. So on this note, I want to thank you and to wish you very well in the rest of the sessions of training. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Professor Williams Atulik, our provost. Now, we'll do some more introductions. We'll introduce our facilitators from the University of Cape Coast, and then you will also do self-introductions. So the first one is Professor Julius Hagan. He's an associate professor in animal breeding and genetics at the Department of Animal Science, School of Agriculture, University of Cape Coast. He had his bachelor's degree in agriculture in 2003 from the University of Cape Coast and proceeded with a PhD in animal breeding and genetics from the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Kumasi, in 2010. He has also had a postgraduate diploma in advanced quantitative genetics and genomics from the International Livestock Research Institute, Nairobi, Kenya. His area of research is indigenous livestock genetic resource conservation and improvement. And he's currently working on the development of new rabbit breeds for Ghanaian farmers. He holds a certificate in leadership in agricultural development, and he has been involved in local livestock breed improvement research for the past 5 years. And so that is Professor Julius Hagan. Please welcome him. All right. The other facilitator. All right. And so the other facilitator is Dr. Ebenezer Jamira. He is a lecturer with expertise in animal nutrition, pig and swine husbandry, poultry production, dairy cattle production, feed milling technology, and farm management and planning. He is also at the School of Agriculture, University of Cape Coast, and he teaches and researches into farm. And then also, he's done a lot of research in this particular area. He's consulted for many organizations and planned, designed, and executed farm business plans. He has both international and local experience in these areas as well. Please welcome Dr. Ebenezer Jamira. Yeah. All right. So now let's do some self-introductions. Just let us know who you are, where you're coming from, what you do, and what are your expectations for this particular workshop. So let's start with you. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you can talk, and then for the sake of the microphone, the camera, please look here.
Oh, okay. I'm Bright Okanse. Interestingly, I began something relating to piggery just almost this year makes 2 months. Personally, I've been in cosmetics. And then someone proposed to me if I would like to take care of it. So just as I started getting into it, I wanted to at least upgrade myself. So it was there that I saw the advert on Facebook. So I spoke to my supervisor and he said, I'll push you through. So that's why I'm here.
Where are you?
Okay, the farm itself is in Kaswa Millennium City. It's called Makeli Farms and Industry. He is interested in rearing poultry, rabbits, and then piggery. Okay, but currently it's the pig that has dominated, and a bit of the rabbits. But the fowls hasn't come in yet, or the chicken hasn't come in yet.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. The name, where you're coming from, and what you do.
Okay. So I'm Coleman Prince. I'm from Joko Piggery, and we are at Bontase. Yeah. And I'm the farm manager at the moment.
Thank you very much. If you're not comfortable with English, you can speak your local language. We can interpret.
Good morning. I'm Mary Bless. I'm a student of Heritage, a level 400 student.
Good. Welcome. Hello, Mommy.
Oh, hello. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm probably the newest kid on the block. My name is Elizabeth Sarkodie-Mensah, and I've decided to go into piggery. Just that, yes, to raise pigs myself. I'm from the Ashanti region, Achuma-Kwanguma district, and I built my infrastructure, everything. Now I need to bring in the pigs. So that's where I am right now. I thought I needed training. I'm having somebody get some hands-on training from another piggery who will be the laborer, assistant, something like that. But it's going to be a hands-on thing. I learn it, and then hopefully I can teach others. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Robert Agunyo. I'm from Heritage Christian College, level 200 student.
Good morning. From Atadan here. Free Adesu. Big farm. Your family day from my big farm. I could UCC paying for training. That time na young started. Nti started and I'm telling you for me so much yebi. Ti my boss I feel I'm baby me one kasa.
I greet you all. I'm Perry Kwejo Agbo, and I've actually been in this business for like almost 3 years now. The piggery, to be precise, but I'm running at like a great loss for like the past year, and I need more actual, practical, hands-on education on piggery, and I think it's more about the breed, so it's actually more like it's a lot. It's complex. You understand? So I found out that you're doing this training, and I wanted to know how much like it will affect me, like just not like Monday. It should affect me like by Monday. I should be able to know what I should do next.
Good.
You understand me?
Where are you coming from?
I'm actually at Ukwegon on Spintex, but my farm is at Adeso.
Interesting.
Yeah, so.
Good. Welcome.
Good morning. My name is Felix Enim. I'm from Takrade. Yeah, an optician. Yeah, so I want a side hustle. That's why I also joined. Yeah. Piggery. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah. It's like, all of them are piggery. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
The name is Sinokeduse Asamoah. I have a farm at Sehi. Yes, it's cocoa, but I have that marsh portion where I've started oil palm. But I want something to drive me there frequently. That's why I want to do the piggery. Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, my name is Harris Inteti. I'm the farm manager for BK Livestock Limited. And
Where is that?
Dabuase. Yeah, it's on the Cape Coast Takrade Road, yeah. So I'm here to get more practical, training.
Welcome. So, thank you very much. Possess, are you here? Okay. Well, so you are all welcome, and we hope your expectations will be exceeded, and we promise you that. And so just relax and then take all that the professors will be teaching you. Let's have a brief remark from the director of the CPS, or the Center for Professional Studies, the organizers of this particular program, Mr. Kwekwe Dunyama.
Thank you very much, Conrad. Provost, cherished professors from UCC, and trainees, dear trainees. It's my pleasure to once again welcome you, especially the facilitators and trainers. It's been several months of work between the Center for Professional Studies and the School of Agric, University of Cape Coast, directly dealing with Professor Hagan, and he relating to his colleagues. The focus is that the center should be a basis for providing not only professional training, but also skill-based training to people, to both our students and outsiders who may need them. We live in a country, in fact, the global scenario now currently, it's so hard that everybody is complaining about money. But I have a very simple philosophy. You work and your stream of income, it's one line, and you are complaining. So why don't you take a bold step at venturing into other things? You can create probably 2 or more other streams and make. You see, an optician, he's come all the way from Takrade to receive training. He could probably be comfortable in his consulting room and seeing patients and making money. He, even with that kind of highly skilled training, professional training, has decided that he needs an extra stream. People who established this university have a clear vision about what they want to use this university to do in solving some of the problems of the nation. And so that is why you have the Center for Professional Studies, which primarily offers our students the opportunity to live here with probably their bachelor's degree and some other professional qualification. Then they become a lot more competitive on the market. We have a Center for Entrepreneurship, and you can see that the Center for Professional Studies, it's moving into other skill-based training, like what we are doing with UCC. If we, as a people, if we don't de-emphasize all the training which all of us have gone through, the theoretical training in the lecture rooms, and begin to challenge our people to be able to go out there and create businesses for themselves. We'll continue moving in circles and we'll continue complaining. Everybody is complaining. Your money is not enough. You need to take a step. Running businesses have long ceased to be run on the basis of luck. Several years ago, people feel that all you need is the money. But now you need specific interventions, management and technical interventions. So if you set up, one gentleman was talking about huge losses he's making. So probably the trainers, the professors will engage him specifically and find out exactly what he's doing. Is he doing the right things? Does he have adequate technical knowledge to which will impact what he's doing? If you don't do that, then whatever resources, financial resources you put into a business, you basically are throwing water through a basket. So we are happy to have you. The most important thing I am looking forward is for you to get into the actual training sessions, the visit to the farm, the practical aspect of the training and all that. I wouldn't take much of your time. You are welcome. Treat this place as your home. We are available. We'll be with you throughout. If you have any issues, I'm available. My other colleagues are available and will be happy to assist you. But the center has a lot more other programs like the provost mentioned. Once we are here, we will engage you in those, on those other programs. So together, as people who have made a commitment and a decision to move into some form of business and have chosen agribusiness, we can talk about what other opportunities there are and what other support we as a center will be able to offer. So you are welcome, and let us together try and see what we can make out of these 5 days of training. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Nyama. Now let's get some overview of the course, and it will be given to us by Professor Julius Hagan. Please welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You are welcome to HCC. I believe some of you might have talked to me on phone. You needed some information, so you might have talked. Now you can link the voice to the personality. Yeah, so we are happy to have you. I was telling Mr. Nwama, the first time is always like that. When we started this training about 5 years ago on the University of Cape Coast campus. We started with one person. So there were more trainers than trainees. There were about 4 trainers training one person. And we said, no, we will not give up. We want to train him well. He will go and sell the program. And the number increased. We had about 65. I think the 3rd batch. We were overwhelmed. Because of the practical nature of the course, we don't normally want a large class. And that particular batch, we had a lot of challenges because we had to visit several farms. We had to divide them into groups and all that. So we are used to handling small classes. And for the first time, we are even surprised to get a number like this because we were expecting a lower number. So I told him, don't worry, you will do it. And I believe you are going to be ambassadors to tell your colleagues that you've come for a training, and had it not been the training, you wouldn't have gotten A, B, or C. So we are happy to have you. And myself and Dr. Jamra, we've been involved in this for quite some time now. And we visited almost all the big farms in the country. So we know all their problems, their challenges. Whatever challenge you may go through, we've had similar experience with other farmers. So we always want to make it as practical as possible. Because we teach, normally, when we do it in Cape Coast, you forget that you are training farmers. You think you are still handling students. But now that we've moved outside Cape Coast, we know we are not in the lecture theater. So you are lucky. When we started the training, there were several calls from other people who were outside Cape Coast that it was going to be very difficult for them to leave Accra, Sawoma, Deso, Kasua to come and stay in Cape Coast for 5 days. So if it would be possible for us to try some of the training outside Cape Coast, maybe Accra. And we started thinking, because it's not just the training, the practical component is very much important to us. It's about 40 classroom, 60% field. So we needed a farm which can give us the opportunity to do all these practical things. So we were thinking, then ACC came to mind, because they also have a center which is mandated to give hands-on training, practical training to students and to those who want to learn. So we contacted them and they agreed to offer their premises for us to do this training. We've received calls from Tamale and Kumasi. They also want us to come there and do the training. So it's not easy. Normally the schedule is so tight. When school is in session, you have limited time. Because as we are here, students, we have to engage other people to handle our classes for us. But this is what we do. This is our passion. When we see farmers doing well, it makes us become fulfilled. So we are happy to sacrifice whatever we need to do over there to come and give you the training. What we normally do, we don't end here. After the training, we do a follow-up. So we come to your farm to see, to make sure that whatever you were taught, you are putting it into practice. Because there are a lot of people we have trained, we may not be able to visit all of them. So as and when we have time and you are also available, you give us a call, you come. If you have challenges too, you call us, we give you guidelines. Normally we create a small WhatsApp group purposely for training issues. You know, WhatsApp groups have so many things, other things which we may not be interested in. So by the time we leave here, we will create one. Those of you already into business, when you have any challenge, you put it on the platform. If you need any intervention, you put it there, or you can call me or call Dr. Jamra. If you need to come physically, we will try as much as possible to do that. If you can give advice on phone or whatever, we do that. Sometimes you can even take a shot or a video of whatever is happening, then you put it there. Then we use that to give you the necessary advice. We will try as much as possible. Normally, we have about 80-90% of those who have trained are those with no background in agriculture, and that is exciting. Those who have done agric are not interested in going into agric. Those who have no background in agric have the money, they want to go into agric, and it's interesting. And we are happy to have people coming from different backgrounds, and that gives us the opportunity to give you all that you need. 5 days is too short to make you an expert in pig production. He did it for his master's and his PhD. So almost about 5 to 6 years. So 5 days is too short. But 5 days is also a lot to give you all the things you need. There have been several instances people start, after the training, they have to go and collapse all the buildings and do the whole thing again. Because the design, everything is part of the training. If you don't design it well, everything will not go on well. So normally those who want to start, when they call me, I say, come for training before you start. Even land acquisition, come for the training before you acquire the land. Pig production start from even the idea. So you don't put up the building, go and bring the animals, you come for the training. It may be too late. You may have to restart the whole thing. But it's never too late. If there's some small redesign you need to do, at least after the training, you know what to do. And this is one of the things we do. So don't be too scared. I hope mommy is not too scared. Don't worry. You will not put down your structure. So we are happy to have you, and we will make sure the next 4 or 5 days we have with you, We will give you all the things you need to make farming and pig production exciting. And we're also excited to have some students who are joining. It's always interesting to get students who are interested in going into production, and that is what we expect our students to do. Feel free, ask all the questions you want to ask, and anything you think you don't understand, we will make it as simple as possible. It will not be too technical. Where we need to be technical, we will do that. But as much as possible, we make it flexible. If you are not too comfortable with the English, we also intersperse it with the local language so that all of us, at the end of the day, will benefit. So on this note, I want to welcome you once again. We wish you a very fruitful stay. Dr. Jamrat takes about 60% of whatever is done over. That is area. He is a production person. He has trained quite a number of pig farmers in the country, poultry farmers. My area is breeding, how to select good animals to give you what you want. If you don't start well, you will not end well. That is my area of expertise. And I do also a bit about economics of production and all that. So the two of us will be taking you through for the next 4-5 days. And feel free to ask all the questions you have, and let's see how it goes. On this note, I thank you very much for coming. Wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, Professor Julius Hagan. Do you have any questions? Quick questions about the program, and then we can break into the various sessions. Yes.
Okay, so my very question goes like, you see you had a series of programs you're going to train, and then there was one that says animal slaughter. Will it be featured in the piggery? Because obviously once you are rearing them, there will be a time when you slaughter. So I want to know if it will be featured in, because I was just contemplating, must I finish this? Good.
Okay, so you'll do a bit, but the slaughtering is a whole course on its own. We have processing and slaughter and processing. It's a whole course, but we will do an aspect of slaughter mainly for pigs. So the pack you get, the manual, you get a soft copy. When we create the website, I'll put it on the platform so that each morning before you can, at least you go through. So make sure you go through. You have a manual that will guide you. Even beyond, after here, it will serve as what do you call it? A guide. It will refresh you. So make sure you go through. So we create the platform today. Yeah, then I'll put everything, all the materials you need, I'll put them on the platform so that we have a fair. So the processing, we have an aspect of the processing which this course will take care of. But if you want to do processing as a course on its own, that is also a different thing. That one is not only pigs. Processing of all farm animals. How to prepare different products from different farm animals. Beef, pork, chicken, mutton, rabbit, grass cutter, how to prepare cheese, how to prepare burgers, sausages, kebab and all that. That is a different thing altogether. But like he said, there were other courses we had wanted to roll out, but the numbers were not too encouraging. So those who called initially later changed their mind. I think the timing. So we have rescheduled those ones to maybe, we are looking at maybe the next month or so. Yeah, we don't want to overburden ourselves so much. So for this one, yeah.
A follow-up.
Okay, the final one is concerning the social media aspects. I think you said something like WhatsApp. Per my few research in this social media thing, I also suggest, why don't you rather move from WhatsApp to Telegram? Yes. Now, Telegram is very nice. Per my little idea over it, okay? when it comes to WhatsApp, when you exit or perhaps you are being brought in new, everything goes off. You lost it. Every conversation, all questions that has to be answered will be lost. Okay, but when it comes to Telegram, whatever, even if Kwame Nkrumah had been in existence, you know few things that he said. Do you get me? So that is what I'm also suggesting.
Thank you for the suggestion. We'll look at it. Yeah. We'll sort that out after here. Okay, so is there any other question related to the training? If not, then let's call the director for the closing remarks. Yeah.
Thank you once again, Conrad. So a number of very key issues have been raised by the speakers. Professor Tolik, our provost, the trainers, and you have asked a few questions which have all shed light on what we are here to do. I want you to enjoy the training. And if you are already on the ground, make sure that this is an opportunity for you to take something valuable to your farm and your project. Because that is the only way you can be a lot more competitive than other people who probably are competing on the market with you. You got to add value to whatever you do. You cannot add value if you don't have what in strategy we call distinctive resources and capabilities. Now, training should give you that distinctive edge. So I am doing piggery. Conrad is doing piggery. Why would everybody want to do business with me? It has to come to the amount of value I am providing. You see, because the consumers are extremely rational, capable thinking beings. So they will make decisions on the basis of what value they are getting. You cannot provide value if you don't have the skills and competences. So this is an opportunity. This is just the beginning. I was a bit disappointed about the numbers because I can guarantee you almost about 40, 50 people had actually shown interest. And some had gone ahead to register. And I was telling Professor Hagan, I almost decided not to go ahead. But he encouraged me with a story of how UCC started their own program. So I want to assure you that the other modules which we have, put down for the meantime are only, temporary. Those decisions are temporary. And with this also, we will have other programs going into the future. Your training will be on the other block there. My staff are here to direct you. You move in. There is